Subscribe to Earthophilic. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. The dragon versus elephant. The Asian superpower India and China shares a long history of mistrust and conflict along their lengthy border. The world's two most populous nations and nuclear-armed neighbors have never agreed on the length of their line of actual control frontier, which straddles the strategically important Himalayan region. To understand the nature of the conflict, one must understand the history of these unagreed demarcations. The main conflict between India and China concerns the differences over the borders between the two countries in different regions, especially Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh. The first of the territories, Aksai Chin, is administered by China as a part of autonomous region and claimed by India as a part of Union Territory of Ladakh. The other disputed territory is south of the McMahon Line in the area formerly known as Northeast Frontier Agency and now called Arunachal Pradesh. The McMahon Line was part of the 1914 Shimla Convention signed between British India and Tibet without China's agreement. Beijing never recognized the 1914 boundary, the McMahon Line, and currently claims around 90,000 square kilometers of territory, nearly all of what constitutes India's Arunachal Pradesh state. The border dispute first flared up during a visit by India's first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Beijing in 1959. Nehru questioned the boundaries shown on official Chinese maps, prompting Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai to reply that his government did not accept the colonial frontier. Chinese troops poured over the disputed frontier with India in 1962 during a dispute over the border's demarcation. It sparked a 4-week war that left thousands dead on India's side before China's forces withdrew. Another flashpoint was Nathula, India's highest mountain pass in northeastern Sikkim state, which is sandwiched between Bhutan, Chinese-ruled Tibet, and Nepal. India and China had a months-long high-altitude standoff in Bhutan's Doklam region after the Indian Army sent troops to stop China from constructing a road in the area. The Doklam Plateau is strategically significant as it gives China access to the so-called Chicken Neck, a thin strip of land connecting India's northeastern states with the rest of the country. It is claimed by both China and Bhutan. This issue was resolved after talks. In June 2020, Indian and Chinese troops engaged in a brawl in the Galwan River Valley, which reportedly led to the death of 20 Indian soldiers. International media claimed 40+ Chinese soldiers had been killed, but this number has not been confirmed by Chinese authorities. China saw India as another large developing country in Asia, as a competitor for security and status alike. The China's objective during the Cold War was to keep India as neutral as possible. Both the countries have established military infrastructure along the border area. Additionally, India remains wary of China's relationship with Pakistan and China's funding to the separatist group in northeast India. While China has expressed concerns about Indian military and economic activities in the disputed South China Sea, as well as anti-China activities from Tibetan exiles. Despite growing strategic and economic ties, there are a lot of hurdles for China and India to overcome. The two countries have failed to resolve their border dispute, and there are several occurrences of Chinese military incursions into Indian territory. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was the last video of controversial territories. I will meet you guys with another idea. Till then, bye bye and take care.